Okay, so let's go over the three main ways to monetize a newsletter. These are all techniques that I've used, and I really want to concentrate on things that I've done myself. I'm a very genuine person, and I don't want to give you advice that I haven't used already. So basically, there are some things I've left out, like doing something like a donation scheme using something like buymeacoffee.com. You might find that that's something to do in the very early stages, but I don't think it's a great way to make a sustainable income because you're basically going to get very small payments from friends and family, maybe, and there can be one off payments. And I don't think that's just a great way to build an income. So, without further ado, here are my three main ways to monetize a newsletter. Basically, starting off with affiliates. These are really easy to get, but it's unreliable income. You're basically only getting paid when you get a sale. So if I partner up with someone that's made a course for developers and I get them a sale, I'll get a chunk of that fee. So I might get 40% or 20% or whatever. And that's really good when I get a sale. But if I don't get a sale, then I'm just wasting my time because I'm giving them free publicity in my newsletter, but I'm not making any money. The flip side of this is it's the easiest way to start out. Because if you message someone and say, hey, I want to promote your course or your content or anything else that you have in my newsletter as part of your affiliate scheme, then they're very likely to say yes. Because from their point of view, they're not guaranteeing any payment to you. So you only get paid when you deliver something for them, i.e. a sale. So affiliates are easy to get, but it's not reliable income. I've seen my affiliate income swing quite violently from month to month. So it's not something that you really want to think about long term, but it's a good way to get your foot in the door and start making some bucks. Another way to monetize is with sponsors. Now that's a lot better than affiliates because if someone sponsors your newsletter, then you're getting guaranteed income. So if someone sponsors for say a month or 3 months or a year or whatever period, you know that you're going to get, $50 a newsletter or $100 or $200. And that's guaranteed because you've got the money in advance. And that's really great because it's an improvement on affiliates because it's not based on how many sales you've got or how many results you've got for the advertiser. You're getting paid no matter what. So that's a really good position to be in. The flip side to that is that sponsors, it does take time and energy to get these deals. You will have to make a lot of private messages and emails, and there's a lot of back and forth. So I just want to be honest with you, there are pros and cons to getting sponsorship. The final method is to do paid content. That could be where you have a free newsletter and then you have a premium version of that, or it could be linking to a book that you have or an ebook or a video course like this, or anything else where you're asking your audience to pay. Now, this has a lot of advantages because if you think about it, if you're creating a relationship with your audience and you're giving them some content already, and if you say to them, hey, if you want more of this content or a more advanced form of this, then pay, $10 a month, $20 a month, $100 a year, whatever you decide, then that's a really good position to be in because you've already established like a relationship, you've got trust, they know what to expect, and that's a really good position to be in. Whereas with sponsors and affiliates, you're putting these other people in front of your audience, and it could vary week to week or month to month, and you're essentially a middleman between the sponsors and your audience. It's a really good position if you think about it, to have a one-to-one direct relationship with your audience. And that way, you know what they want and you're providing something that's really valuable to them. I think that there's also a lot more control. So with things like affiliates, they might change their terms or they might end the scheme. With sponsors, there is a lot of churn. But with paid content, you can just keep on promoting the content that you have. And you have a lot more say and a lot more control. Obviously, it's your content, so you can set the prices. So that's a really powerful factor. You can't set the prices of an affiliate, for example. So these are some of the advantages. The disadvantages is pretty obvious, is that you have to actually create something. So you have to create another newsletter, you have to create premium content, you have to create a video course. And, that takes time and energy and skills. So you have to weigh these things up. So this is basically the three main ways to monetize your newsletter. I would recommend starting as soon as possible with sponsorship, but you may want to get some money early doors with affiliates. And paid content is a really great way to monetize a newsletter. There's people like Scott's Cheap Flights. Scott Key sends out cheap flight deals. He makes like $4 million a year. And that's a great example of paid content. Now, obviously, there's not a million examples of that. It's really hard to get to that level, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But, that's what is possible in the newsletter audience today. So you really want to think about which way is best for you. And I would suggest doing a kind of building block system where you start off with the easy gains like affiliates, you go on to sponsorship, and then maybe you think about making some paid content as well.
Hey, thanks a lot for checking out this video. If you want to find out more about monetizing a newsletter, you can go to monetizeyournewsletter.com or find the link in the description. The whole course is about 2 hours long and goes over tons of things like how to find sponsors, how to price your ads, how to monetize with premium content by getting people to upgrade, and loads of other cool stuff. It's full of 5-star reviews. If you look at it on Gumroad, loads of happy customers. I've made 4 figures from my newsletter in 1 month just with ads. So you're really getting this advice from someone that knows what they're talking about. Thanks again for watching the video. Like and subscribe for more.